Imagine a building so colossal it could contain 20 Empire State Buildings and still have room to spare. A single megastructure that swallows 2,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools worth of volume. It's not science fiction. This is the Mukab, an architectural behemoth currently rising from the desert sands of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. A cube-shaped city stretching 400 meters high, wide, and deep, the Mukab is set to become one of the most ambitious urban projects the world has ever seen. From flying carports and climate-controlled interiors to holographic environments and vertical urban life, the Mukab is more than just a building. It's a bold statement, but what does it take to create a skyscraper shaped like a cube in the middle of a blazing desert? Let's step inside this mind-bending mega-project. A vision carved in concrete. Why build a cube? The Mukab is at the center of New Maraba, a new downtown district being developed in Riyadh as part of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, a national strategy to diversify the economy beyond oil and into tourism, tech, and infrastructure. Vision 2030 aims to redefine Saudi Arabia's image with projects so visionary they can't be ignored. First came Neom, then the Line, and now this gigantic cube. So why a cube? Simple. Iconic geometry. A cube stands out. It's futuristic, symbolic, and globally recognizable, exactly what a new capital district needs. Riyadh's existing downtown was struggling to cope with increasing population, traffic, and demand for space. Expanding horizontally wasn't an option anymore. The solution? Build up and inward pack an entire district into a vertical, 3D urban block. Engineering a desert giant. Creating a 400-meter cube is no ordinary construction challenge. This is not just tall, it's as wide and deep as it is high. That introduces unique structural dilemmas. Gravity and pressure from every angle, not just vertically. Add to that the searing desert heat, frequent sandstorms, and complex wind dynamics, and you have got a truly colossal engineering puzzle. Foundations that hold the future. The Mukab rests on a raft foundation, a huge thick slab of reinforced concrete that distributes the immense weight, over 3 million tons, evenly across the desert floor. Engineers had to excavate more than 10 million cubic meters of earth to prepare the site, roughly 10 times the volume of the Great Pyramid of Giza. By late 2024, about 86% of this excavation had already been completed. To manage the thousands of truck trips this entailed, a temporary bridge was constructed to reroute construction traffic, cutting out 800,000 heavy vehicle trips from public roads. A hybrid steel-concrete skeleton. The cube's structural frame is a fusion of high-performance concrete and structural steel. Steel provides flexibility under pressure, while concrete brings the necessary mass and resistance. But because of the cube's massive face, it behaves more like a wall than a tower when faced with wind, meaning lateral wind forces must be carefully dispersed. Engineers have embedded diagonal steel braces and deep ground anchors to resist these forces without buckling. Climate-resistant facade. The outer skin of the Mukab isn't just sleek glass. It features triangular facade panels inspired by Naji patterns, a modern nod to Saudi heritage. These angular layers do double duty. They reduce wind shear and reflect harsh sunlight, creating cooler interiors while minimizing solar heat gain. Combined with advanced shading systems, this design reduces the need for excessive air conditioning, a big win in a city where summer temperatures can hit 45 degrees Celsius, 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Cooling a megacube. So how do you keep a 2 million square meter interior cool in the desert? The answer: district cooling. Instead of giving each apartment or business its own air conditioner, giant underground cooling plants distribute chilled water through insulated pipes across the entire structure. It's like a central air system for an entire city, more efficient, more sustainable, and more reliable in extreme conditions. What's inside the cube? The Mukab is not just a towering architectural marvel. It's a hyper-modern city within a cube, packed with technology, commerce, and spectacle. At its heart is a stunning 300-meter-tall inner helix tower, a double-spiral skyscraper that coils upward like a strand of DNA inside the cube's vast hollow center. Surrounding this are offices, hotels, apartments, entertainment zones, retail centers, art installations, and exhibition halls. The entire interior is wrapped in immersive LED panels and holographic displays, transforming the environment into anything from an underwater world to ancient Roman ruins or a Martian landscape. Using motion tracking, layered projection, and 360-degree surround audio, the Mukab creates a sensory-rich experience where reality and illusion blur, offering a glimpse into a futuristic vision of urban life. Natural light, artificial sun. Given the cube's depth, sunlight can't reach most of its interior naturally. To solve this, the designers are integrating sun pipes, reflective tubes that capture sunlight on the roof and direct it deep into the structure. These bring natural daylight to interior zones while reducing energy costs and improving well-being. At night, a smart LED lighting system simulates sunlight's natural rhythms, changing hue and intensity depending on time and location to replicate the effect of real daylight. Transportation, from ground to sky. Getting around the Mukab is a mission in itself. There will be an autonomous electric shuttle system running throughout the building like a mini metro network embedded entirely within the cube. Outside, roads are restricted to electric vehicles only, with no internal combustion engines allowed. And for the truly futuristic, a flying carport is planned for the rooftop, aligning with progress from companies like Joby Aviation and Volocopter, which are pushing toward real-world air taxis by 2030. Mega columns and vibration control. With so much packed into one vertical block, structural support is critical. The Mukab uses mega columns, massive vertical supports made from concrete and steel that stretch from the foundation to the roof. These columns distribute weight both vertically and horizontally, essentially acting like load-bearing trees inside a forest of steel. Beneath every floor are vibration dampers, which absorb movement from machinery, foot traffic, and even shifting winds. These kinds of features are normally reserved for earthquake-prone regions, but the Mukab's sheer mass makes them necessary even in relatively stable Riyadh. Utilities for a vertical city. Supporting a structure as massive as the Mukab requires utility systems on the scale of a small city. Water will be sourced from desalination plants, then stored in rooftop tanks and underground reservoirs to ensure steady supply. Electricity will come in part from integrated solar panels on the roof and walls, supplemented by nearby power stations for reliability. Waste management is largely automated, with chutes and on-site sorting designed to recycle or compost up to 90% of all refuse. Notably, the Mukab will feature a dual-pipe water system, one for potable water and another for recycled gray water, used in toilets, landscaping, and cooling, an essential efficiency measure in a dense vertical environment. Sustainability in the desert. The Mukab isn't just built to impress, it's also designed with sustainability in mind. It's part of a 15-minute city concept, where homes, workplaces, schools, and leisure spaces are all within a 15-minute walk. Green roofs, shaded pedestrian routes, and AI-powered traffic management aim to cut pollution and car dependency. By using low-carbon concrete, recycled steel, and renewable energy, the Mukab is projected to cut carbon emissions by 35% compared to older parts of Riyadh. What's the price tag? The Mukab is expected to cost around $50 billion, with the entire new Murabba district likely pushing that figure much higher. The project is backed by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, PIF, which holds an estimated $620 billion in assets. If completed on time, the Mukab could create over 334,000 jobs and contribute an estimated $47 billion to the non-oil economy. Controversies and challenges. Despite the promise, the Mukab is not without its critics. Human rights organizations have raised concerns about the treatment of migrant construction workers, pointing to long hours and harsh living conditions on past megaprojects. Others question whether such grand visions actually serve everyday citizens, or if the cube will become a high-tech fortress for the wealthy elite. And with the Vision 2030 deadline looming, progress needs to accelerate dramatically to meet the schedule. And that's a wrap on the Mukab. The cube's so massive, it's practically its own universe. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the wildest megastructures on the planet, smash that like and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep looking up, because the next city might just be in the sky.